central government is considering lowering the eligibility criteria for gratuity payments from the current 5 years of continuous employment. Let's do a 3-point analysis to understand the new recommendations by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour and its impact on individual finances. Number 1. New recommendations. In a recently tabled report, the Standing Committee, chaired by Biju Janata Dal MP, has recommended that the existing period of 5 years of continuous service for gratuity payment to employees should be reduced to 1 year. Another recommendation made by the committee was that gratuity should be made payable to all employees, contract labourers, seasonal workers, piece rate workers, daily monthly wage workers. As we know, gratuity payments to staff are equivalent to 15 days of salary for each year an employee has spent at an organization. Labour market experts have said that the 5-year threshold is now outdated. Number 2. Reducing the threshold. Reports tell us that the government is mulling 2 ways to apply this. A simple application would be to reduce the 5-year threshold for all sectors. Another option would be to reduce the threshold on a pro rata basis or proportionally change for a few sectors. Also, the committee is thinking about transferring the benefit of the pro rata gratuity to the contract labourer if they serve for the full period of the contract, even if there is a change of contractors. This will hold the principal employer liable. The report also points out that many employers terminate employees before the completion of 5 years to avoid gratuity, and therefore a lower period would tackle this problem, especially during the coronavirus pandemic. The committee had also raised concern that the threshold limit of 20 or more employees for EPFO registration can be used by the employers to exclude themselves from EPFO coverage. The committee has said that the formula for calculation of gratuity payable to different category of workers should be given in the code itself, instead of notifications at a later stage. Moreover, a robust redressal mechanism is recommended in case an employer does not pay up the dues. The panel has recommended that the Social Security Code should give power to the central government to reduce the employee's contribution to EPF in exceptional cases. Number 3. Impact on finances. Since quantum of gratuity payout is dependent on years of service, it may not be a significant amount for employee for a very short period of service. However, if contract employees are made eligible for gratuity with retrospective effect, then employees who have served on contract for long tenures will stand to benefit from the gratuity payouts. As gratuity is funded by employer, there won't be any change in the take-home salary of the employee. If the proposal to reduce the threshold for gratuity is implemented, then the employees will factor in the increased cost of employment while offering jobs going forward. The recommendations is part of the report on the Code of Social Security 2019 that was already submitted to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla on July 31st, 2020. Now we will have to wait for the House to reconvene.